Yo, it's your boy Simon, and today we're talking about reintegrating back into life after 10 years in prison. So I always get this question. How did you reintegrate back to society after doing 10 years? What differences in society do you see now that weren't there before? Well, that's a hell of a fucking question. Where to fucking start? Society in general seems to be totally different. When I got out about a year and a half ago on this day, I didn't know what to expect. Technology was substantially newer after doing 10 years, almost 8.5 to be exact. Technology made a big boom. Back before I got locked up, I had a fucking Motorola Razor. You could barely play Tetris on that thing. Now you got smartphones that are like laptops. Anything. As far as computers go, I used to be very tech savvy. I used to be a fat gamer kid, play MMORPGs all day, sit on my ass, eat a bunch of macaroni and cheese, do nothing all day. So as far as computers go, not much has changed. Yeah, they're fucking fast as shit, but aside from that, it's more the same. Everything's a lot more security based. You can't get away with as much shit as you used to back in the day, in 2010. Nowadays, everything's observed. A lot of sites that used to be out there before are now in the dark web. The whole dark web aspect I was new to. Didn't really know what to expect. Still have yet to fucking browse it. I don't want to get fucking smoked. I'm on parole as we speak. So that'd be a very stupid idea. Aside from other technological advances, there's really not much that surprised me. The consoles, the gaming, all that mumbo jumbo. It's more the same. Game wise, when I got out, I wasn't really impressed by any video games. I used to be a WoW gamer kid, so when I got out of prison, WoW sucked even more than it did before I went in. People always ask me, so how is it to get a job after prison? Well, when I got out, I never had the inclination that getting a job was so difficult. The boys would always tell me, yo, homie, bro, I'm telling you right now, man, doing 8.5 years, you're going to have a hard time getting a job. I used to tell them, man, you're tripping, dude. Ain't no way, man. I can articulate relatively well, fuck. I doubt many people are going to be looking at your past that bad, right? That deeply into it. Boy, was I fucking wrong. Holy shit. When I got out, I got blessed with a job, with the family. Long story short, it turned out very bad. I'll make a video on that some other time. But after I left that job, I was flabbergasted at my limited choices. I do have a 2-year degree, which is nothing, compared to having a background to this magnitude. 8.5 years, aggravated DUI, reckless homicide. I mean, just looking at the rap sheet, looks like you fucking, you're the worst of the worst. And the way they treat people in Illinois, it seems like even sex offenders get good time in prison, depending on their case, as opposed to somebody with a case like mine, you're not eligible for a single fucking day. So when I started applying for jobs, anything ranging from gym jobs to trucking dispatch jobs to anything that I could see that had semi-decent pay, something that I could make ends meet and just live a happy, normal life, or whatever you want to call normal. So after applying for 50, 60, 70, 80 different fucking jobs, every single one will call you back. Didn't even answer. And the ones that did answer, it's only because they didn't do a background check prior. So once they're like, all right, you seem like a credible employee, or you sound like you could be a propositional employee. Once they did that background check, once they seen what the fuck I was locked up for, how long I was locked up for, and that I had to have a parole agent come to that job site to see whether or not it's a legal operation, never heard from their asses again. I never heard from them again. It was a hell of an eye opener. It sucked. I don't know how to put it. It made me lose hope. It made me start victimizing my own situation, which one thing I learned in the joint is, man up, own up for what you did, realize what you have coming is only because the work that you have put in. Realize that your situation is only because of your poor decision making, nobody else's. Don't blame others for your actions. Blame your fucking self. But that way of thinking was fleeting. It was fleeting. I just started losing hope. Every single job, just deny. I didn't know what to do. I went into a deep depression. I just fucking laid there. I didn't know what to do. I fucking thought about different schooling I could attend. But then at the end of the day, if I'm getting denied for being overqualified in these positions, what's going to change if I do go to school? The recidivism in my rate to prison, which is the amount of people that go back, is 89 fucking percent. Tell me that shit ain't fucked up. 89% of people, you're telling me 89% of people go back to prison in Illinois? That statistic, that right there has to change. That right there is just beyond me. Obviously the system's broken. Foundation needs to be fucking overhauled. It's whack, to put it lightly. So I didn't know what to do with myself. One day, I decided to share my story. Maybe put some awareness out there how fucked up the system is. Put awareness out there that second chances aren't given. Second chances are earned only if you fucking work your ass off. And it's easy just to say, screw it all, go back to the drug slinging, go back on the block, go back to the drug dealing, whatever the fuck you were doing before you got locked up. And that's what a lot of people do. Statistics don't lie. Statistics do not lie. I found Twitch. Twitch was a gaming platform, and I used to be a gamer back in the day, so it kind of came naturally. I just started doing this whole YouTube thing relatively recently to basically broaden the audience and, bring more people, bring more awareness, and just, build an overall bigger community. But I found Twitch. I turned the stream on one day. Life is what you make of it. Listen, let me tell you something, boys. Life is what you make of it, so don't squander it away. That's moments that you realize that, dude, don't be selfish. Don't fucking lose yourself in your own fucking mind. And sometimes people need that. Trust me. This platform, like I said numerous times before, it's helped me reintegrate into society more than you guys can know, man. It just gives me hope. It shows me that not everybody out there is going to judge you. Not everybody out there is going to see you as a bad person. And slowly but surely, one person turned into two into four, so on and so forth. And people actually wanted to listen to my story. People actually got something out of it. People learned that, as cliche as this sounds, actions do have consequences. It doesn't matter how invincible you may think that you fucking are. Eventually, shit's going to go awry. Eventually, you're going to be knee deep in some shit trying to get up out of that. And by that time, it's too late. It's a shame. But that's the reality of life. You got to put in the work now. Because if you wait until it's too late, you're going to be wishing you did something before. After building a small community of individuals that you can share your story with and they actually do get something out of it, that it resonates with them, it offers them support as much as they offer you support, it feels good. It feels like maybe this experience can be used as a positive outlet for others. Maybe it can make others feel better about themselves, which at the end of the day, if I could do some positive, since I've already done so much negative to affect my life and the life of others, it'd be a step in the right direction. The biggest travesty of all is not learning from your mistakes. If you don't learn from a mistake, it's a matter of time before you repeat it again. That's the biggest flaw of man. People tend to block out all trauma. They tend to medicate. They tend to drink. But at the end of the day, what's that really doing? All you're doing is hiding and fucking lying to yourself, of all people. Nobody else. Nobody else gives a fuck. Nobody else cares. The only person you're affecting is yourself. So once I realized what I was doing, once I realized that I needed to really buckle down and believe in myself, accept myself, look in the mirror, and not maybe be happy, but at least be content with who I become. Because at the end of the day, you're only yourself. You can't be anybody else, no matter how hard you try. So be the best version of yourself that you could possibly be. And if you put all the effort in the world into it, everything's going to turn out okay. If you enjoyed this short video, if you like my take, if you got something out of it, hit that like, hit that subscribe, be a part of the community. I also stream on twitch.tv/everyonekills. Come on through. As always, stay safe, be good, make wise decisions. Nothing but love here. Until next time, peace.